Good morning from me, B. It is a stunning morning. I think we're getting somewhere with the audio. I think it's improving. I'm not sure what more we can be doing, to be honest with you. Obviously, there are external noises, road noises to consider. We've got road mic, we've got a good recording device, and we're recording at the highest settings. So we're just going to have to see how we can edit these videos to a better quality. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about today, and I have mentioned it recently, a victim mentality. In the very limited time that I have to get out, I attempt to, not always successfully, surround myself in situations or put myself in situations which support an element of growth and development for self. Whether it be the gym, where I haven't frequented for a while, admittedly, whether it be outside in the sun, attempting to get some vitamin D, whether it be educating myself through online courses, training. Just a point on that, Udemy, though not run by an academic body, offers some incredible material. And it doesn't matter whether you're attempting to learn about a faith, whether you're attempting to learn about an element of history, whether it be business related, personal related, health related, anything. There's such a variety of stuff on there that if an individual, whether you or another, is concerned about where to go for a resource just to perhaps have a basic interest, or if you have a basic interest and you want to take it to another level but don't want to sign up to a master's or a university course or a college course or whatever accreditation that would be standard for that discipline, there's always somewhere like Udemy where you can take a 17-hour course and have a better understanding of it at the end of it. I mean, there is a vast network of valuable material on there. So just on that note, if you don't have the resources to go anywhere else, or you lack the time, you can subscribe to a Udemy course for less than £10, like $15, and get, in some instances, 30 odd hours worth of material. So today I want to talk about victim mentality. I've spoken about it before. It's something that's really apparent when I'm going outside of my usual daily jaunts. It could be sitting in a coffee shop and just overhearing conversations that others have. It could be online, social media, wherever. It just seems to be this big, or it's such a negative trait of general society at the moment, where we fall into the place of poor me, look at me. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong in individuals saying look at me if they're doing something that's going to positively support another. And I've had some criticism in the past where people say, well, why are you happy all the time? Why are you attempting to resolve all the time? Why can't you just agree with me if there is something negative? Well, one, I don't feed the fires of negativity. It's not something that I'm interested in doing. If you're complaining about something, then I always look for the solution. Why wouldn't you? If you're feeling low as a result of an external event, that's completely understandable, but there has to be an end to it. That requires a conscious effort. And why would I surround myself with individuals that sap the energy, take something from me which is positive in an attempt to turn it into a negative? Now, the victim mentality, the poor me, I would prefer an individual to go, look at me for what I'm doing great. And it's just a shift of attention. The same amount of energy is required to be poor me, to look at me, or how good I am. And again, I don't mean this, and there is a deeper psychological issue with individuals on social media posting stuff to gain attention that has no value. It's another topic on that. I could speak for hours on it, particularly young women and men that feel the need to, or define themselves by the amount of likes and social engagement. That waste of life. Again, as far as I'm concerned, not necessarily the truth. Now, if you find yourself, an individual that is in that state of victim, then the best support that you can offer is not to feed the fire of poor them, but to give them the space either to burn out. This needs to be controlled and really only done by qualified professionals where they do have that support structure, but to provide suggestions that perhaps will materialize a different way of thinking for themselves. For example, have you checked out this Udemy course that will allow you to get moving? If they're in a state of poor them, I can't travel, I am stuck, everybody else is better than me, you don't understand my financial situation. You know, the standard off-the-shelf complaints where individuals put themselves in a box. Perhaps gift them, if you can, an education, a support structure where they can realize for themselves that there are other choices, other options available to them, because there is. And if it's a matter of, you know, the cost of these things, and I appreciate not everybody has the financial resources to gift courses to other people, then perhaps just search on Apple or any of the podcast stations and see what free resources are available. Some of the best tools that I've ever seen and used have been free, using the quality content that other individuals put out there. Failing that, there's YouTube. Failing that, there are support groups. On that note, if you are going to join a support group, avoid the temptation to join a support group that highlights and discusses the issues that you're facing right now, but join a group that discuss and cover all of the topics that allow you to move into that space of betterment. So, for example, you're in a space where you are broke as a result of bad financial planning or bad money management. You're sitting there on a sofa using an iPhone, an iMac, with a 60-inch telly in front of you, but there is no food in the fridge and you're burdened with debt, then rather than joining, and I'm not saying that this is the case for everyone, I would prefer for individuals to join financial planning groups where individuals are increasing their personal wealth rather than those individuals that are looking to masses advice to get out of debt. Because all you'd be doing is surrounding yourselves with individuals like yourself, and I'm not sure that actually ever brings about permanent positive change. There are ample of books, reading material, free material out there, not just online courses that can support and help you to do so. If you are struggling with dietary control, the last place I want you to join is online forums with masses and masses of individuals, perhaps with a lot of past negative experiences or bad eating experiences. I want you to join the healthiest group that you can possibly find, where you are the minority, where the advice in that group is going to supersede anything and overwhelm you to the point where change is not, there is no option but change. That uncomfortable feeling is the feeling that is going to move you and shock you and bring about those realizations that is going to get you to that place of change. For me right now, there have been time restraints on my ability to go to exercise at the level that I want. Could be an excuse. There is an element of excuse within that. I realize that and I accept that. However, with that being said, that time is being freed up soon, and I'm not going to go to an environment that doesn't support that. I'm going to put myself in a position where I feel uncomfortable, and it highlights all of the perhaps unhealthy choices that I've made recently. And again, as we enter into the month of Ramadan today, around the world, those involved in the Islamic faith or only Christians in parallel or environments or countries where Ramadan is practiced, a lot of Christians taking part in that fast, in that prayer, in that realization, that gratitude. Again, I think when you move away from playing the victim or accepting that you are a victim, you do enter into that state of reflection, of perhaps realization, 100% of truth. And for us right now, I think it's really important that we start reflecting in here rather than out there, accepting that we are not the byproduct of what we are told we are, accepting that we're not the byproduct of the materialistic things that we have. So there you have it. That's the invitation today. The invitation is for you right now, if you are a victim or if there is an element of you that has been playing the poor me, the victim, to get out there and experience, get uncomfortable. If that means pain, then experience the pain, but understand the benefits of what that pain brings, because that pain diminishes. As you become stronger, as you become healthier, as you become less of the poor me, you start to fulfill that space, you complete with something that is much greater. Your pain, we hear pain threshold, that word used. Well, more you educate yourself on pain, or self on pain, the less some experiences affect you. Certainly the stronger you become. So there you have it. That's the invitation today. Become more by removing that victim mentality, the poor me. And certainly, even if you do feel it, avoid the need to gain attention by projecting it externally. That attention that you're getting as a result of victim is not positive. It's feeding that belief that you are different and you deserve that attention. If you need attention, accept it based on what you are doing right, not what you are doing wrong. So that's it from me, B. Have a good day. For now, peace out.